Hi, Heather.
Hey Dylan, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. Welcome to the Channel 8
Is it
podcast.
still Channel 8? It's not red, it's not River Red.
Welcome to the River Red podcast. Free
Free
Britney
Britney
2.0.
2.0. We're so dorky.
I love it
Oh
though.
my God. I do too.
Ah,
Well, we got some packed stuff to talk about today.
as of right now, as of recording, the Instagram is down.
Yes. And it's not particularly related to anything that we know of, other than I think her last post just told too much. And they and they were like, nope, putting that down because there's no court date
Hmm.
until February 15th. So I I don't know. That was odd. That was late last night. That was shortly after she put that post up, and we will definitely get to it if you guys don't know what we're talking about. This
Yeah.
is what's the date today? 125 as we're recording. 125/23. So, okay. Well, let me get to her and oh I was
I
gonna say
know. I
let me
was
get to
like,
her Instagram and look.
and we can. I know. I have to find this person
Okay,
that
well I
put
can
it
go to
on
my
TikTok.
photos.
Oh, you
Yeah.
have in your photos?
Well, I can kind of see because I screenshot everything that she puts on there, and I have to put all that on my iCloud. It's ridiculous. Um, okay, so let me just say, while I'm looking, I don't remember if we talked about Jason Alexander a lot on here, but yeah, we've talked enough about him, like so that they know what we're talking. Everybody knows what we're talking about. Okay, so Jason did post a story yesterday, and it was like him at a Tennessee park, and there's this quick flash by of the back of this blonde, which I don't really think looks like Britney, but I think we're supposed to think it is Britney, which is really weird to me. Like the whole thing is just weird. I don't know what to make of it, and I don't want to. I'm not trying to bring it up to slander anybody. I just want to bring it up because it is somebody that us advocates kind of watch and see because we know that they've had contact at one time. And I don't really know what to make of it, but I just don't know. It's just weird to me. I find it odd. I don't feel like I've seen him try to like blatantly do something like that so much before. So
And I
not
missed
really
it.
sure if that's for.
I didn't even get to see
Oh,
the
you didn't see
story.
it?
Mm-mm.
I mean, that's all it was. So here, I'll try to show you the picture. Oh, I don't have to do that. See?
Oh yeah, they're totally trying to make it look like it's Britney with the hair.
Yeah. So
That's not Britney.
it definitely doesn't look like Brittany in case you're not looking, in case you guys don't see the video. But
Like
anyways,
the hairs has too much yellow tint.
oh my gosh. Wait, can I just say real quick before we do get into this stuff that
Yeah.
if people don't follow me on TikTok, so a big mission of mine has been to like figure out the timeline. And I'm not saying I'm 100% right. You and I have even discussed, Dylan, that there's some things that might be off. But I think I got the gist of what happened from like end of March and into the wedding, like even July. And that was huge. And if you don't know, let me just tell you very fast. It was like bachelorette trip for Vicky T and Brittany up to Maui. I think they were actually supposed to get married there. Like Sam was going to meet, but then they found out that Brittany was talking to Jason because Jason was there in April too. So then they left and they flew down to Mexico, where I believe they got married. Um, and then they, announced the pregnancy, went back home. Don't know what happened until like mid May. They had the miscarriage. Then they went with Cade to Vegas and Mexico, came back the end of May, and then she was blindsided, which she even cites in one of her posts, by the wedding in June. I think that Sam went along with this wedding and it was the final straw for her. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I think she had been putting up with a lot from him, thinking and had love for him, thought that, he would be a safe alternative. But I think that that was like the last straw. And it seems like if this is true, that she might have stayed at the Westlake in July for a period. And then I believe she left. I believe
Hmm.
she's left and tucks away somewhere. I don't believe there's any way that she could be presently around that party posting the things that she's posting. Do you know the story when Jason, I said it on the live this morning, when Jason and them got married and he said like all this team swarmed them and basically intimidated them. Like I feel like that would happen to her all the time. She even said it on the court audio. She was like, I'm afraid to get off because they're just going to say no, no, no.
Yeah.
So I don't think she's around. But
Yeah.
I just wanted to put that out there because that was super important to me to even understand like how we could try to help. And it may not be important to some people, but for the
No,
people
no,
that
it
it
is.
is. I'm going to put it out there. You know what I mean? So, because I originally thought that she was like possibly on the kind of run that what you would see like in a movie, like no resources, hardly anybody out there. Like I was worried that that might have been the case. You know what I mean? And
Right.
that if that was the case, the danger that she was in was insurmountable, and we needed to like help as much as possible and be loud. But now I kind of think that she's had a plan and a couple people helping her, and that feels good.
Yeah, that does it does feel refreshing
Yeah.
to
So
have that as a theory.
yeah. So hopefully we'll see. That's
So
just
she
that's where
posted
I'm at this week.
so last night, the one that was alarming, I think that we mentioned earlier, I'm just gonna read the caption for. She
Okay.
posted this last night, which was the 24th of January,
Mm-hmm.
with a picture of a 911 Porsche or a 911 Porsche. I'll get to that though. And the caption
Mm-hmm.
is, "Hi, where are we going? I just like the car, period. This safe, calm down, civilized individual thing I dig. This shameless fishing for compliments thing is a safe bet. I mean, am I supposed to trust the person beside me to shoot me? Finding my first ring light is not only cold, it be ice, y'all. Where are my skis? Because I'm going naked. Just kidding. Rational people. I had one of these and it disappeared. I could sit back and be like the most and be like most and not give anyone anything to think about on Instagram. But interest is what serves most and being good can and will wrap things up in a seashell. Living la vida loco life. It's been a it's been a while and yepper skipper depper daba doo dom day. It gets better because that's what I aim for. Keep coughing,
Oh
players. And just remember to
my
watch your back, or you might just get caught. Yep, sucks to be me. But like the man said at Jack in the Box, it's gonna be okay. Clap back 21 times, then kiss my fucking ass. P.S. Split the banana because we all move on. Keep talking shit, or maybe I will just rain from the sky, or maybe it will just rain from the sky. Giving someone I love my everything only gives me a dagger in my heart. So at this point, I generally serve you my shit. Eat my shit. PSS, keep coughing. And then she tags like she gives credit to the photo showing that it's a Porsche 911 or 911, leaving a lot of people concerned like, okay, what? And then her Instagram is
went
deleted.
down. So
Not
that's caused a
deleted,
lot of
sorry.
panic. Yeah.
What is it called?
Like
Um
deactivated
deactivated,
or
deactivated.
okay. Yeah. Which has happened a lot. But a lot
Yeah.
of people messaged us very concerned, like everybody, like each other and the Britney advocates on socials and stuff. So that's been crazy this morning. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, just like starting at like I hate the line. I mean, am I supposed to trust the person beside me to shoot me? That line is just like very like you think of like the person beside me, like you think like that's supposed to be your husband. Like, how can you trust that they're not gonna, I don't know.
And I think that's who she's talking about because when
Yeah.
she says I used to have one or whatever, like I think that's all Sam. And also living La Vida Loco.
Yeah.
Loco is the male version of that.
Yes.
So yeah, I think. But go ahead. I want to hear the
No,
rest
no,
of it.
yeah, that's exactly where I was going to with the Living La Vida Loco. I was
Oh,
like, that's the
sorry.
male version. No, no.
Yeah.
Um, remember keep coughing. This is the one we were trying to get to
Yes.
earlier. Keep coughing, players. Uh, and then
What is
at
that?
the
Keep
end again,
coughing.
keep coughing. I just want to know who's coughing a lot.
I mean, okay, we joked that, we always joke that she watches our lives, right? Fat chance. But no, it's not fat chance. I think she keeps up with creators and feeds us like inspiration sometimes. I really do. I don't think it's one targeted creator and one's more special than the other. I think she sees a lot of them. But it is kind of funny and we joke because you and Ashlyn do kind of cough a lot on our lives. She's like, keep coughing, come on,
Right
keep going on the lives.
in the middle when she references it, keep coughing, players, and just remember to watch your back. That's where I thought though maybe that it could be keep coughing up the money and but remember to
Mm-hmm.
watch your back.
Mm. Yes, on a serious note, yes, that makes
Yeah.
more sense.
And then again, they again to reiterate that she says, or you might just get caught. Yep, sucks to be me. Like that's how kind of how I was like reading that. Like it's like she's saying
Wow.
something about like you're coughing up all my money. Sucks to be me. Like, but you
Oh
might just get
yeah.
caught. Watch your back,
Which I do think that could also be a reference to like everybody trying to figure out what she's saying too.
right?
I think she knows that's freaking them out. Because we said this.
Um,
Go ahead. No, go.
no, sorry. The thing that she starts talking about next is clap back 21 times, and
Mm,
one of our creator friends, not Brian Fallon,
hmm.
has seen that. Did you see her post about
I
a
haven't
fake
seen the one this
account
morning. No, she messaged me and I need to. Oh, no, no, no. We've already talked about that. But I'll let you.
with the
Yeah.
Jamie?
Her.
There's
Yeah.
like someone that we're
They're
not
coming hard for her.
sure, but there's someone who's coming hard for like justice for Jamie. I can't even say it with a straight face. And like making all these comments like on
That's
this girl
Virginia.
that we're friends with. She makes great content, not Brian Fallon on TikTok. But there's someone coming for her, like with they're only following Britney and one other person, and it's like a random, looks like a burner account. But we're like, is this Jamie on TikTok, like trying to troll? And but they where I'm going with that was they mentioned that Britney hold on, I don't want to get this wrong. Something was served 21 times. Jamie had served 21 times. Um,
Oh.
which I thought was interesting that Brittany said clap back 21 times, then kiss my fucking ass. Yeah, so this account says she will get sued. She lies and there's inconsistencies in her story. Her father submitted 21 documents proving her lies that it wasn't
Oh,
illegal. So
that
I
has
guess
got to.
and so why would she
I
say
have to write
that
that down.
explains why she would say
21.
clap back 21 times then kiss my fucking ass.
Oh my God, that has to be it. Like, there's no other reason the whole 21. Because I was like, if you were talking about somebody clapping back, like with their mouth or their hands at the wedding, like you really counted 21 times. That's what always confused me. But that
Mm,
makes sense. And there's more legal talk on the rest of this that I'm going to get to after you talk about your stuff. Because I think you didn't get to weigh in on our group chat, and you've got a lot of really good stuff going on
I
in the head
know.
this morning.
Sometimes I just silently just
It's too much to
bury
catch up
myself in
into
Brittany.
sometimes.
I
Yeah.
know. My brain just works so differently. Like I'm very like
Yeah.
Lone Ranger when I start thinking about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, she goes on to say, split the banana because we all move on, keep talking shit, or maybe it will just rain from the sky. The banana comes up again, banana being the boy, split the boy. I don't know what that means. If she's saying like split the
So we were
money.
saying, yeah, we were saying split the assets
Yeah,
is what
split
we
the
were thinking.
assets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Split the
Because she
money.
she doesn't want them anymore.
She's over it. She's on the run. She just wants to be free. She just wants her life
Yeah.
or a life.
So okay, so right before that, she has all that weird gibberish talk, that yabba dee or whatever that crap
Yeah.
is, right? That's a real country. So we didn't talk about this post, but like a couple days ago, she actually posted another one that started out with "Howdy hoedown, tipsy cattle balls." I have no idea what that means, and then she talks about like serving pie on some other ones. And so we have pretty much determined that when she uses this super crazy country talk, she's talking about legal matters, like something of legal matters, and that gibberish is country talk right before Jack in the Box. Now, there was another post for Jack in the Box that we've never been able to figure out. Everybody knows the Jack in the Box thing, right? Where she sits there on that post and says that this big man at the window talks to her and says, "It's going to be all right, honey." And she says, "Who are you? You don't even know me." And blah, blah, blah. She's all mad. Never figured out what it meant. But now I do.
Mm.
She's definitely got to be talking about something in legal terms. So that's got to be like somebody in a legal field through any of the meetings and stuff that she's had, or somebody that's getting sued that's in the mix, like Alex Blazov, Jamie Weingarten, Rosengart, which I don't think she said that about Rosengart, but any, like, it's got to be somebody in there because it was literally followed up after this hoedown kind of talk again. So I'm pretty sure that that's what Jack in the Box is about now, which was really interesting. It doesn't really help us other than just to know.
No, I definitely agree. And I think that the honky tonk talk also like is definitely aimed at like legal stuff dealing with her father specifically and like his stuff. Because when she speaks
Yeah.
about when I think she gives clues about Sam and stuff like that, I don't she never talks in like the southern stuff as
Mm-hmm.
much. As much.
Yeah.
I don't know.
True.
Because then
And
she says very
she'll talk about pie
normally,
a lot too. Go ahead.
at the next part, kind of showing a little vulnerability towards the situation with her and Sam. Giving someone I love my everything only gives me the dagger in my heart. So at this point, I generally serve you my shit. Eat my shit. PSSS. Keep coughing. Like total different tone. I
She
feel like
has
she's talking
coughed
there.
twice. I don't
Yeah,
get
the
the
coughing thing.
thing.
I really want to know. I'm going to be looking at everyone around her that's coughing.
Yeah. I feel like it means something else, and I just don't know what. People had said, like, oh, Sam's always holding a cigar. I mean, and then that's when we got off on our funny thing about you guys coughing on the lives. But like,
Right.
I don't know, unless it's what
Or with the
would you say,
money, with
coughing up the money?
the
Like,
legal
yeah.
fees. Keep
Oh
coughing.
yeah. Yeah, yeah,
So at
yeah.
this point, I generally serve you my shit, eat my shit, PSF, keep coughing money. Like,
Ooh, maybe when she says eat my shit, she's like, keep following my trail, because they're literally, all these sightings are like weird old footage. So what if she's like, keep eating my shit, like my trail behind me to
my
post stuff about me?
leftovers. Yeah, my
Yeah,
past.
yeah, that's interesting. Because she
So,
also, go ahead.
no, you keep going. I was going to change the topic.
Me too.
Okay.
We're like, we're done with that.
I love it. We're always on that same wave.
I
I was gonna
know.
bring up so at the when I first started talking about this caption, I mentioned the 911 at the end. So some people took it, to call Ventura State
Mm-hmm.
Ventura Police Department. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. Should we say? I don't even know the name of the person who did the phone call, but
I don't know his handle, but I know Ashlyn. I know it's Christina Unboxed, and then I can probably find it. And Josiah
Christina is
somebody.
the one
Hang
that
on.
made the call, right?
Yeah, and they were on a live together, on a TikTok live together doing it.
Um, and basically that happened. They asked for a wellness check on Britney.
Mm-hmm.
Very respectful phone call. It was not like
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't belligerent. It wasn't
Panicked. It
wild. It
sounded
was, they had
professional.
information. They weren't just like, but they
Mm-hmm.
basically said that they couldn't give out any information unless you're a family member, which is kind of sus because that's not
Which
really
people
how,
have told me that's a lie. I don't know if that's
yeah.
true or not.
Well, that's not how a wellness check goes. You don't have to be like, you're telling me like I don't have my nearest family member is 1,300 miles away. You're telling me that like if something was wrong with me, they'd have to make the wellness check call?
Yeah,
No,
that's
like
crazy.
it's going to be the people that know me. They could definitely make that call if
Yeah.
something happened to me. So why is it that her closest family members living in Louisiana or Florida, like you're expecting them to make those wellness phone? That's not how that works. First of
Yeah.
all.
I think that's a lie. Excuse me.
So
Ooh.
then the story broke to TMZ almost instantly. Of
Isn't
course,
that
TMZ
crazy?
breaks it.
Yeah. Crazy, huh? Because I think
Crazy.
because I think them and who we call T-Con work together, because they're always
It's
putting
just
stuff out together and
so
dogging Britney.
obvious.
So then that means that just proves to us that they watch all of our stuff and our content or our lives. And
Hmm.
then they went to TMZ and said, hey, they did this. Go ask the police department, because, they went to the police department and asked and interviewed. So can I also bring up, to piggyback on that, that Alan, another creator that we research with, Alan Aston, brought up a very good point about that, is that if you read that TMZ article, it really more like seems they're trying to more attack us than Britney. And so she
Hmm.
was saying, and I agree, and was kind of thinking this while I read it, there might be like a timeline shift coming, like a line shift coming, where they realize they can't stop, that we are decoding Britney's stuff and they can't stop that, and we are too good at it, and we are, so many people are working together at it. So they might kind of shift things into just trying to discredit us, make us
Right.
look crazy. So I think we just need to be aware of that.
What I
We
do
just have to
like
remember.
is iHeartRadio picked up the story and they almost posted the same thing
Yeah.
verbatim as TMZ, but I like that they changed this one line. They say the call comes weeks after TMZ came under fire for publishing a story that claimed Britney had a manic episode at a restaurant and made her
Mm.
husband Sam Asghari leave. I love that iHeartRadio did put that in there. Like They're kind of saying
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, yeah, this is being broke by TMZ, but
Yes.
also keep in mind that TMZ just came under fire for publishing a story that claimed that Britney had a manic episode at a restaurant. Like they're basically
Okay.
saying like,
Love that.
so I
You got
do
so
like
excited and you
that.
talked so fast.
I know. So
That was so cute.
no, but it gives me hope that like other publications
Yes.
may see through the TMZ facade and be like, okay,
So many
like
people do. They know that
right,
that's why TMZ is the only one covering it. And I think they've been scared into silence by like huge industry contenders. Because I mean, like ET doesn't cover it. We're not even just talking about mainstream, like no other what's it called, the entertainment news
right,
people are really covering this. So something weird is really going on there.
yeah. Um, Oh, and I like how the TMZ article is headlined, basically saying like fans concern called something blah blah blah, blah. But iHeartRadio worded it: cops called to Britney's home after her Instagram was deleted. I like that. It's like it's a
Mm-hmm.
little more general, more towards like her well-being, not so much as like outside speculation.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah.
little like what is that called? Little like journalism things that just stick out.
Yeah. Well, what else happened with her bio is that the name got changed to River Red, which is why we were joking about that at the beginning. People,
Yes.
we should probably cover that to begin with. They're probably
Yes.
like, what? Why?
Huh? River
So she
Red?
changed the bio name to River Red, and we had not really been able to figure it out. However, when I was on the live the other day, I really had an epiphany, and I don't know if it's true, but I like it. I'm going to say
Hmm.
what it is. Okay, so apparently there's this like Red River County around where they're from, right? And do you remember there's yeah, I've actually found an article on it where Jamie Spears, when Britney was in the conservatorship, would always say like, "I'm Britney Spears now."
Mm-hmm.
You've heard of that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I was wondering, like, if she changed it to, which I don't know why it would be River Red, but if she changed it to River Red as like a sign of they're the ones still trying to control me, still trying to control this narrative. This is not really me. Like, yes, she's breaking in with some captions, but they're trying to control this narrative. Like, her name is gone. So, Channel 8 was something before, and now it's this, which people, which is the River Red, which people have suggested, like, was Channel 8 like 8 lawsuits? I don't know about that. I haven't looked into it, but I am curious. I still don't know for sure. That's the closest thing I can come up with. Do you have any thoughts about like the River Red thing? And because there's been a lot of
When I
different
used to
thoughts.
think of Channel 8, I always had the thought that Channel 8 was referring to the eight people controlling her Instagram. So you're not going to channel one person, you're going to channel eight. Um, and then River Red, the only connection I made is something that some creator posted some about a birth certificate of her grandmother, the one that they put into um a mental facility and put on
Yeah.
lithium. The same woman, Emma Spears, um, that's somewhere on her birth certificate was in like Red River County or something like that. I don't want to get it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the only connection I made there was like that was like, huh, maybe she's saying something about like they're treating me just like they did my grandmother and when they put her away and put her on lithium and
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought that was interesting too. And some people have broken some stuff about that. I really don't have any answers for. I don't really know, just theories on it.
it's all theories, yeah.
Yeah.
And we had talked about earlier, there's so many new creators and new people working on their own, path of trying to figure out what's going on with Britney's Instagram and
Mm-hmm.
Britney in general that there's people now that have accounts that aren't even spelling her name right and they're saying like that they have insider info and it's just like step back. I just like step back and just look at who you're following and listening to and just like the credibility. I think a lot of people are bandwagoning now that this movement is taking off, which is great that it's taking off, but now it's getting where there's like people are messing with us. We're getting trolls that are putting out information to make it seem like they have facts when there's not. So
Mm-hmm.
it's now or never to be vigilant, now's the time.
Yeah. Well, and technically people say that about us too, that we talk like we have facts and we don't. But we don't. We pretty much
We
just
don't
theorize
though.
all the time and try to figure out her stuff and try to keep her in the news to keep covered because I truly believe one thing that we have done is debunk a lot of the psychosis and unwell talk. And I think that's super important. So even if she does have a plan and, whatever we're doing is not necessarily helping that plan because she's already got it figured out, like we are still helping by debunking all of that unwell talk because they literally almost ran with that not even a month ago, with that she had psychosis. And I mean, I think that we are huge players and just keeping people believing in her, believing that something is not right, something is not adding up, and she's not unwell, like they say. You know what I mean? I truly
Mm-hmm.
don't believe she is. I truly don't believe she is. But again, if something ever came up and somehow we were irrefutably able to tell from her, then of course I would step back and never make any more videos. But
I mean,
I don't
even
know.
in that article last night or this morning that TMZ came out with, they still say that they couldn't confirm or deny they spoke to Britney Spears. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's like
It's
sources
convenient
tell
how
us
they
she's
say it that way.
okay, but they couldn't confirm or deny if they spoke to her. So it's still just so frustrating that we can't get this kind of information. And keep in mind, Sam is buddy buddy just posted on his story the other day one of his friends being promoted to sheriff
Mm.
for the Ventura County Police Department.
Oh my gosh.
So he's buddy buddy. He's
And
in
he took it
there.
down.
He
Like
did take
he
it down
now did that get put up before her post or after? Do you know?
before,
It got put up before. Her post got put up and then everything. I wonder what order it came down because he took his story down too.
right?
Like it didn't stay up. So that'd be interesting. Yeah, there's some major goings on between them on there as well.
Yeah.
And weirdly enough, I think Jason and Sam are having a pissing contest on there too, with like
Mm-hmm.
they
Look
one
at my
will
old
post,
football
yeah,
pictures.
and then the other one will post an old football picture or a sports picture, and then they'll post working out at the gym, and the other one will, and I'm like, oh my god, you guys are
Training.
so ridiculous, and she doesn't want either one of you probably.
Right.
I don't know. I don't want to say that. That's mean, but
But they both
well,
are just like trying to be the one that gets her, trying to be the one that finds her, maybe, you know?
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm undecided about Jason again, so I don't really know what to say about that. I hope whatever she does, I don't know. I don't think she really wants to depend on a man or anybody else. And I don't think she's that type of woman. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she's trying to get out and just depend on somebody. So we'll see. We'll see if Jason Alexander really is helping her, then more power to them. You know what I mean?
Have you seen the newest installments of the Kramer and Twitch situation of him trying
Oh
to?
God, no.
Oh my
I don't
gosh,
even watch it because I just think it's so crazy. And honestly, he talks so slow and then nothing happens at the end. And I'm just
nothing.
so
You know
frustrated.
what
So
I
you can talk
noticed?
about it.
What I notice is he's on like part 7 of this series, and after part like 2 or 3,
Really? He's on
he
seven?
after like part 2 or 3, he's like the whole production of his little TikToks have changed. Like now he has a little intro graphic. He's using a clear microphone, like his radio microphone. He's not just filming like he said before, like I'm just gonna make these TikToks and put them out and see, if anyone wants to listen to me.
Mm.
Like, but like now it's like he's like got production. Like, so I see right through all of him. He's just
Yeah.
like he's dragging this out because he knows people want to hear his theory and that he just wants clicks, he wants views, and he tells on himself because he projects it out there. He says almost every video, I'm not doing this for views. Well, if you have to say that every video, then you're like trying to tell yourself that you're not doing that.
Well, apparently there's like a history of him pranking too.
Yeah, he's a
Like
prank person.
somebody said something about like on his Facebook that he had always like joked about this being a prank the first time around. And apparently he's got a podcast coming out. So he's like,
He's probably trolling for his
yeah,
podcast.
yeah. I had a water, but
I
okay.
just felt the need to bring it up though because it's getting views in
Oh
the
yeah.
very high numbers.
Well, anything conspiracy does. And look, I love conspiracy. I love the hell out of it. So I just don't have time to like watch all of it as much anymore. But and so if I were just watching conspiracy stuff, I'd probably be watching it too. So I'm sure that's why the numbers go up. Everybody on TikTok sure does love it. And if you guys don't know, that's where we're referring to. These videos are on TikTok.
I was reading
So
through Twitter this morning with just like the hashtag Britney Spears, and just the misinformation that people give out on Twitter is just astounding. Like, there was
Hmm.
the one, it says
On
like,
Twitter specifically, huh?
yeah, like this
Interesting.
one tweet from this, I'm not going to say her handle, but she says, all these kooky celebrities who are exploited and taken advantage of, young Britney Spears being one of them. And she's so damn rich. She doesn't need to scam people. Thankfully, her parents didn't completely drain her bank account. Like, people are just so
Hmm.
detached from the situation and they just don't even have a clue what is going on.
Yeah. 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 I can't even comment on that. It's just so
I
weird. I
know.
don't want
It's
to, and
just
I don't
so
want to say
bizarre
anything. Yeah.
how people talk about her.
There is another post that we didn't mention too, where she was like in a baby one more time esque outfit, the plaid skirt and the white top, and it had all her moon men in a case behind her and just cupcake emojis. I have no clue what that was ever about, by the way.
Mm.
I mean, we came up with a few things. Did you saw that one, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, what did you ever make of that one?
I don't know. I just thought
Sorry,
like
that was a random thought.
cake.
I know you were talking about something.
No, no. I just thought like
That's how my brain works.
here's me in front of all of my accolades. Like look at all the success I can pull. Like
Oh, now I remember what I was
eat it.
thinking. Yeah,
Here's the cupcake, eat it. I don't know.
dude, I went way too deep on that one. Actually, I'll admit that because, okay, so a year before, she posted a photo in a very identical outfit. And she put in there in like all caps the I matter about that on many posts where she says I matter too. On Call Her Daddy, she was like crying and saying I matter too. And so that post a year ago was where she started kind of like coming at Jamie Lynn about that.
Mm.
Um, and so then we kind of turned it into so this new post where she's in the same kind of outfit. Is she just kind of like saying, confirming that she did leave? Because also on that Call Her Daddy podcast is where Jamie Lynn said that she talked to the judges, and judges said that if Britney left for 6 months, she could be out of the conservatorship. So we were like toying around with the idea of, does this outfit that mimics an outfit that she posted a year ago that references that podcast, does that mean that she really has left and she's almost to her like 6 month mark or something? So I told you we got really deep on that
I
one.
would love that though. I would love if that's the truth.
I know, right? You never know with her. I mean,
You don't.
she's had a long time to get deep.
I say it every episode. She's patient. She's been silent for
I know I quote you on
13,
that all the
14
time.
years. Like, I mean, if she could be silent and just go through the motions for that long,
Mm-hmm.
she's a patient woman. She knows and she has a plan,
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like you're right on the money when you say that she could have had this
She has
planned
a
from the
plan.
start.
That's very possible. Yeah. Like even down to like them getting just married or whatever in April, and just knowing maybe what she was in. I don't know. That sometimes I wonder if that was out of love or whatever, but
I go
I
back
don't
and
know.
forth. But
I know, I do too,
like we've
depending
talked
on
about
the
before,
day.
I mean, you fall in love with the company you keep. Like that's with the people
Oh,
she's forced to be surrounded by.
yeah.
Who's to say she didn't fall in love with the man? He's charming looking. Like
Yeah.
he's not very charming anymore. But
Yeah.
I look at him with a different lens now that I did not used to look at him with.
I thought it was
So
so hot at first, by the way, when I thought he was good.
he's smoking hot. Let's just be
Yeah.
real. But
He's super hot.
the way like
But
just
his
like the
personality and everything
way
else, yes, destroys
makes you
that.
ugly. Like in
Yeah.
my head,
Like
like when I
there's a
see
dime a
someone.
dozen like you, buddy.
Yes, yes, and that happens to me. Like when I'm attracted to a man and I like start to talk to him, if he's got an ugly
Yeah.
personality, he physically like my brain alters him, and I start seeing
Yes.
things that I'm like,
I
oh,
am
that's not
right.
right.
Like
Like,
picking up imperfections. I've noticed myself
yeah,
picking up imperfections on Scam too, and the man literally hardly has any body fat or
I know.
anything. But I can tell you right now, which I'm not going to do on air, physical imperfections that I don't like that I would have never noticed before.
Yep,
So
100%.
that's
Come
so
on,
crazy
chicken
that you say
legs.
that.
Come on, chicken legs.
Oh my God, you said it. You read my mind. I would have never said that if he wasn't being
Never,
ugly. I would
never,
have
never,
never
never.
done that.
And
Okay. Because
Me and Heather do
I
not
am
body
body
shame
positive.
anyone. Yes,
No.
we do
Mm-mm.
not body
So
shame anyone. So I feel bad for
it's just
saying that.
because
I'm
he's,
sorry.
I believe, I,
Please forgive me.
sorry. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're crazy.
Um,
Um, so anyways, Should
I
we
wish I
even
had.
say,
There was another
go ahead.
caption that I'm missing, right? Aren't we? There was another
Well, that was
caption.
the one I was talking about where earlier, where I said it started with the howdy hoedown.
Oh, I have it here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'll just read this caption. It was
Okay.
her dancing in
Mm-hmm.
probably
It was the
Westlake.
Westlake compilation dance stuff. So we had
Yes.
just started putting back out the timeline and saying, yes, I forgot about this. So we just started putting
Yes.
out the timeline saying, I think she was pissed about the June wedding and then talked them into letting her stay at Westlake in July while she figured out what she was going to do next.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why the Westlake video got taken down to begin with. But now she reposted it with this caption that you're going to say. And that's going to bring it all
Howdy,
together.
howdy, ho down, tipsy cattle balls. Have no idea what that means.
You
Feeling
know, law stuff. It's coming.
right, feeling kooky and silly, but can't act too kooky or silly like little kids because they say, "Oh, she's cray cray." Either way, I gotta move, so I did. Sharing because I matter, and if every person I call takes 9 rings to answer, you can be certain I might get someone's attention. All that love, good God, right back at you. I bet after I post this, my security answers after 2 rings. I be alive coming on my horse. And her nails song is playing in that song video
Oh
again.
my
The one that I
God. That's
always,
happened
always talk
so much.
about.
You talk
Always.
so much about that, by the way.
It sticks in my head. I play it
I'm going to bring
now,
it back
like all
up.
the time. I screen capped it Monday at 6:27 when it was posted 22 hours ago. So it was posted on Sunday.
Mm. So I actually never figured this one all the way out, except for that I think we're onto something with the howdy hoedown kind of country talk. I think it's referring to something. Oh, we did say actually when it says kooky or silly little like kids that we wondered if that meant she was going to have something after coming after like K-Fed about the kids and stuff because where is there a date? Okay,
Mm.
so this gets deep. Okay, so she says take 9 rings and then she also says 2 rings. So people said, what about the date 9-2? So they looked up the date 9-2 and apparently this article about K-Fed and the kids and encouraging them to talk bad about Brit popped up. And so
Mm.
people were like, oh, I wonder if, you know, that, that's referencing that she's going to like drop some kind of lawsuit on him. I recognize that we can probably connect any dots that we ever want in life. Okay.
Right.
But we can probably just do that. So I'm not saying it's completely right, but I'm just bringing it up.
I like the part where it says, "You can be certain I might get someone's attention. All that love, good God, right back at you." I like to think that that was directed out at people
Yeah.
trying to help her right now.
Okay, either way, I gotta move. So I did sharing because I matter. Okay, so that see where it
That's
says
the
because
yeah.
I matter. That
Hmm.
and then that other post where she's in the baby one more time look-alike outfit. That is what we put together when we were thinking that. So again, deep digging, but you never know because she's had 15 years of control to sit there and think of really interesting ways. So you never know.
You never know.
Um And then let's see. And then yeah, I have no idea what the take 9 rings to answer. You can be certain I might get someone's attention. Unless I know. I don't. I was gonna say unless it's like 9 lawsuits or something. I don't know. Because I looked up 9-2 on the court
Did you look
docket
at
because go
sorry,
ahead.
sorry. I just like 9 to 21 because 21 is the only number in the most recent caption. So I was wondering if it like we should look at 9 to 21 because it was the only number.
On the court docket?
I don't know
Or are
because
you talking about something else? I'm actually
no,
see,
so the
I'm when it comes to when she talks country, I start looking at the court docket to see if any of the numbers that she puts out there relays to it. But what are you saying about it?
because we're all looking at 9 to 22, like the most recent 9
True.
2. And so her, if you were to look at those two posts back to back, she posted the only two numbers she referenced was 9 rings
True.
and 2 rings. And then in the next post after that, she clapped back 21 times.
Oh my
So she could be
God.
saying
You're
like
so smart,
9
Dilly.
to 21 instead of 9 to 22.
Okay, well, I'm going to the docket just to rule that out. So I'm almost to 9. And then, yeah, I wonder if there's something like if you just Google it, like Britney Spears 9221 or
And
something,
then
maybe.
even when she or put the picture of the Porsche up there, the picture of the Porsche is from 9/20/2015.
Oh, so God,
Okay,
I think we covered everything.
I think so too.
we really did catch people up. If they don't spend time, if you don't spend time on Instagram, if you don't spend time on TikTok, then we catch you up on here.
Exactly.
We catch you up on here. And we put it on YouTube. So if we show pictures, you can go to the YouTube and watch it and see if you need reference. So that's
Yes.
good.
Heather, what is your YouTube handle for everyone?
Okay, so it's just Britney's underscore not underscore free.
Perfect.
So it's, yeah. And then the one that you're uploading to is channel 8, right?
Yeah.
Channel 8 podcast.
Channel
Okay.
8 podcast.
Originally my plan was just to like throw teasers on this channel and direct people over, but I realized after trying to upload to tons of different socials that I'm not very committed to that idea. So sorry.
Honestly,
It's a lot of
Linktree has been
work.
a blessing to me. Like I just love putting stuff
The
out
what?
on my and then just
Okay.
say check my Linktree. Like that's like
Yes, yes. I need to. I'll put that link on the link tree too because I don't have that one. So, because we may just have like other just podcast related stuff on there. I just throw them up on here for people to see stuff. I literally am just trying to get people to see stuff.
yeah,
You
we're
know what I
just
mean?
trying to
Like
get it
not
in
even
all
about
the
anything else.
in any
Yeah,
digestible way we can get this content.
yeah. So
We have a tip line. You can call us, text us, send us videos
yeah.
or pictures at 720-515-1915.
I think you could be a radio host.
I used to want to be.
1915. I think you'd be good at that, Dilly.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, we are doing a hashtag Where's Brittany on Twitter today,
Yes.
just in
Oh,
case something's
okay,
wrong.
good.
Yes.
Didn't even
In
know
fact, I
that.
think Rebecca just sent me a graphic while we were on here. So if we do, then I'll upload that to the Google Drive link. But I put Where's Brittany out there. I put it on some videos and I've seen some other people put it too. So just in case something's wrong with the 911 thing, right?
Yeah,
Never know. Doesn't hurt anything.
exactly.
Alrighty. Well, that's it
Well,
though.
that's it. Yeah.
I'll see you on
Until
the next
next
one.
time. Yeah.
Until next
Mwah.
time. Bye.
Bye.
See you later at the neck. Bye.